the teams are Q and PJ, Maya and Dawn, and Saphira, Morphine, and Nymphia. And off the bat, I was like, whoever is on Maya's team is going to have a hard time.
Yeah. You're gonna be working for two.
For two people. And let me tell you something. I say this in school projects, I used to hate being on a school project with somebody that I knew couldn't pull their own weight. That used to send me into, I hate that because I don't think I'm the brightest bulb. So I have like enough going in my brain to make me work. I do not have extra neurons to get shit out for you too.
Yeah. I know. It really is like, it takes you like triggered back to high school when you're working with someone. It's always like someone who legit does not give a fuck. And you're like there being like, oh, I have to do everything.
Yes. It's the worst. And then so Dawn and Maya, they're discussing the project. And like Dawn is like saying all these things. And she's like, Maya, like, what do you think about this project? And she's like, we can tell jokes, we can read, we can have fun. And I was like,
yeah, this is going to be hard for me.
Like, that's all you got, baby? Like, you don't have any other thoughts and opinions about drag and the workplace and what you can add to this project? I don't know. It's very frustrating to have somebody like that on your team.
Maybe the whiplash from going upside down so much has done something to the noggin for like quick rapport.
Well, also there's this narrative about her that like she just needs to get out of her shell and she needs to. And Ruth says it later in the episode, like, do this like you were in front of your family, your friends and family. I'm like, I think this is her out of her shell. I think this is how Maya behaves at home when she's with her friends and her family. She's just a very quiet, reserved person. And I'm like, is Maya in over, like, is she just, I think she might just be in over her head. Like, she's just not someone that can compete on this level and do the show.
I think also, like, when it comes to drag or, like, performing queens, like, they think if you are splitting and dipping and flipping and turning it, like, you're going to be, like, this loud personality, you know? Like, it's going to match what you do on stage. Mm-hmm. But I think that's just her personality.
Yeah, that's it, like, girl. That is her. She gave me the type of shit y'all have in the section. She just say, like, or not giving no reaction. I'm like, I am going in on this. Like, give me something. You know what I mean? She gives me that.
Like, I'm ready.
I was like, when? And then we shift over to PJ and Q doing their group. And then, like, we know PJ is very funny. So I'm like, this is going to be a strong pairing. Although I have really, like, I like Q, but my like for her in this competition has dwindled a little bit because I really struggle with the pseudo Blaccent thing and her just being so confused about things sometimes. I'm just like, it hasn't really, yeah.
You know, when I was watching the episode, like to refresh before coming, I was like, do I bring up the whole Blaccent thing? Am I making too big of a deal of this?
You're not.
But like, it definitely comes out.
Absolutely.
And it like it's very uncomfortable to me.
She did it at the top of this episode when
she's talking to Maya.
Yes, on the couch.
Like, Maya, they crazy, girl. They crazy. I'm like, you're from Kansas. You're like a Mormon-looking boy from Kansas. Like, bro.
You know? Like, and I was like, oh, Maya, they crazy, girl. I was like, what? And then, like, a couple weeks earlier, when Megami was talking about New York and like New Yorican and stuff, and she was like, "What's a New Yorican?" I'm like, "It's New York and Puerto Rican. It's not that hard to put together. New Yorican." She acted like she couldn't say the word, but you can be like, "Oh Maya, these girls are crazy, honey." Anyway. Yeah. So, but I do think that they are talented, and this is going to be a strong group. And but Dawn says PJ has the jokes, and Q has the ability to learn all of PJ's jokes. Which, honestly, one of the strongest things in their thing we're going to talk about later. It was actually Q's contribution. I was very surprised. I thought that was going to be a PJ joke, but it was Q. So
yeah, I think if I were matched with anyone, I would ideally love to be in a group of 3 with Saphira and Plain, or with them by themselves.
Mm-hmm.